welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ariana and I'm a coach, a breathwork facilitator, and I am so excited to welcome you into my world where we will be chatting about everything from breathwork to nervous system health to holistic well-being with a little sprinkling of entrepreneurship and just some general life stuff. Now today we're actually going to combine two of those things, and we're going to talk about how breathwork can help you grow your business. I'm going to be sharing 3 ways that engaging in a regular breath practice can actually help you skyrocket your impact and ultimately your income as an entrepreneur. But there is a disclaimer to this. And I want to start this video off by saying that there is no magic pill, there's no magic course, no coach, no modality, nothing that is going to be the sole thing that grows your business. Ultimately, you are what grows your business. The beautiful thing about breathwork, though, is that breathwork helps you grow. And as you grow, your business grows. So let's dive in and find out how breathwork can do that. So the first way that breathwork can help you grow your business is by regulating your nervous system. And I will link up to my previous video where I talk about what nervous system dysregulation actually is. But when we run our businesses from a dysregulated state, it can lead us to make decisions based off of scarcity. It can lead us to an inability to make decisions at all. We find ourselves stuck and not knowing how to move forward. And when we regulate our nervous systems through breathwork and other somatic practices, it allows us to make decisions from a place of self-trust. It allows us to act upon responsible decision-making rather than reactivity. It can help you move forward. So many of the business owners who I coach, they just feel stuck in inaction. They feel overwhelmed by all of the information and all of the things that they could be doing or should be doing and all of the demands of life that they just can't move forward. And a regulated nervous system can help us move forward even in light of all of those very real things that we're navigating. Breathwork can also help you move through all of those BS stories that hold you back from really stepping in and sharing your message in the way that you want to share it, or putting the things out into the world that you really want to be creating. In the entrepreneurial world, there is so much talk about mindset work, and don't get me wrong, it's all important, it's all great. We want to have a strong and healthy and self-supportive mindset, but only working on our mindset ignores the other layers that are still impacting our experience. There's also the emotional body. Emotions become trapped in our bodies if we don't allow ourselves to express them. If you've experienced trauma in your life at any point, as 99.9% of the population has, it doesn't matter how many positive affirmations you repeat or how many times you tell yourself that you're a rock star and you look in the mirror while you say it. There's deeper layers that you need to work with, and whether it's through breathwork or through another modality, we need to ensure that we are bringing in that deeper work so that we can actually move forward. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions about mindset work. I'm not going to go too far down that rabbit hole, but I just want to tell you that any personal development plan that is only focused on mindset work is missing a really big piece of the puzzle. We need to work holistically with all layers of our being: physical, emotional, spiritual, and yes, mental, but not just the mental stuff. And lastly, breathwork can help you feel a deeper connection to something greater than yourself. Oftentimes, individuals can receive downloads during breathwork sessions. They start to find a deeper connection to their purpose. They feel more deeply connected to the individuals that they want to help, and it becomes easier for them to move forward even in light of self-limiting stories and obstacles and roadblocks that are very real for most entrepreneurs. Their purpose becomes so strong that it drives them to move forward regardless of what's going on in life. They know that shit can be hitting the fan, and that sure, maybe they have to deal with it for a day, a week, a month, maybe even a year, but they know their commitment to their purpose, and so they continue to move forward. And it's that connection that we cultivate through spiritual practices such as breathwork or any other kind of practice that feels resonant to you that can really help you connect with your dharma and the reason why you were put here on planet Earth. So there you have it. 3 ways that breathwork can help you grow your business. Now, it's really important to remember that with this practice, as with any practice, we need consistency and we also need integration. So a lot of the times folks think that, if I just go do one big breathwork session, or if I just go have a wild ayahuasca experience, everything's gonna be great. And sure, we can have some really potent experiences. We can have the ahas, feel that connection to our purpose. But what happens after when we go back into the real day-to-day life? What happens when we're faced with our shit again? Consistency within our breath practice, even just 10 to 15 minutes a day, is what's going to help you with your nervous system. And integration. So not just going from big experience to big experience to big experience. Sitting back and asking, okay, so how did that big experience shift me in subtle ways? How does that change the way that I interact with myself? How does that change the way that I interact with other people? We need to take the time to do the processing after the big experiences in order for those shifts to fully manifest for the long term in our lives. So like I said, there's no quick fix. It's not I'm gonna go do a breathwork session with Ariana and then I'm gonna be making $1 million in my business. And if that is the mindset that you are approaching things with, I'm not your girl. But I have a feeling that if you've watched this long, if you've been hanging out with me on other channels, that's probably not the mindset that you're approaching things with. Self-growth, business growth, growth in any area of life, slow and sustainable is the way to go. What we're looking for those of us who really are in this for the long haul, who want to continue to show up and be of service to our communities for as long as possible. Slow and sustainable is the way to go. And so that's how I encourage folks to approach practices like breathwork. Go in, have your experience, get your downloads and ahas, and then take a break from it. What came up from that? What still needs processing in your day-to-day life? Can you stick with a short practice just to work on the nervous system, but to stop chasing the quote-unquote high that comes from breathwork? And it's when we can take those little steps in our personal development, just as when we take those little consistent steps in our business, those little steps build over time. And eventually you'll get to a point where you look back 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, and you don't even recognize the person who you were, because who you've grown into now is like your fullest expression of self. And the business that you're running is a beautiful extension of yourself. And the impact that you're making is the impact that you had always dreamed of. It just doesn't happen overnight like we're led to believe with all of these 6 steps to 6 figures programs. So my friends, I hope this was helpful. If you are interested in beginning to try out breathwork to support you in your personal growth journey and ultimately your business growth journey, in the comments below, I have a link to a short 10-minute practice that you can do daily to begin to regulate your nervous system, to cultivate a deeper connection to yourself, and ultimately to help prepare you to go into a bigger experience in, say, a fully guided session with somebody like myself or another trained facilitator. So feel free to go grab that in the comments below. It's totally free for you. And if you have any questions at all about business and breathwork, pop them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button and feel free to subscribe so that you're notified anytime I release another video. Thank you so much for your time and your energy and for being here, friends. I will see you next time.